So I'm 2 months in to Zepbound. I was a little hesitant to start a weight loss drug, but it had gone on for a long time. So I figured I would do a longer form 2 month summary now that I've had 4 full weeks of the 2.5 shot and a second 4 full weeks of the 5 milligram shot. It has been a real life changer, to be honest. I didn't expect this kind of result. I had always struggled with food. I just love eating food. I eat a lot when I eat. I eat a lot of different things. It's always been that way. Even when I was younger and in good shape, I was very athletic. I'll probably make a longer video just about how I got here. It wasn't always like this. I wouldn't always struggle with my weight, but I did always eat a lot of food. Food has been something I enjoy. I still enjoy eating. So I always thought that these kind of drugs or even like surgery options just tried to force you to eat less, but had more drastic consequences when you messed up. But that doesn't seem to be the case with Zepbound, as I'm finding out. I actually stopped eating soon into my meal. I made a hoagie this afternoon for lunch. Usually could no problem eat the whole sandwich. If I got a cheesesteak, same thing, I'd eat the whole sandwich. I ate half of it. I felt satisfied. I had some chips to go with it. So that wasn't the most optimal choice of calories, but still I didn't go crazy. I didn't eat the whole sandwich and eat like 2,000 calories in one sitting. I've done that with wings in the past or pizza. But now on Zepbound, I really just am finding myself feeling full and stopping eating, which was a signal that I just blew past without Zepbound in the past. Even when, like I said, when I was in good shape, I worked at Chick-fil-A. When I was in my teens, I ate 2 or 3 sandwiches at lunch. I'd have ice cream and cheesecake and French fries, and I just wouldn't stop eating till the time was up. And it didn't bother me at all. I was active in a lot of different sports. So that was just kind of the behavior that I carried into my adult life with the office and kids. Eat whatever I wanted, chicken fingers, fries. I'd have multiple sodas and drinks, and then finish it off with milkshakes and desserts. But now, after the shot, you take the shots weekly, so I think it helps maintain that level. But what I understand is slows digestion down, and that does seem to be having a big impact on me. I don't know also if it adjusts your insulin resistance, so maybe that is helping me as well. But like I said, even when I was in great shape, I still ate a ton. So portion control was always a problem. I'd eat multiple dinners sometimes. I definitely will wrap up a longer story for this, the beginning of the story, the before picture. But right now, I am down, I believe, somewhere in the 27 pounds in 2 months, which is fantastic. I've tried weight loss for the last 2 decades almost, unsuccessfully, losing maybe 5-10 pounds over 2 or 3 months and just losing hope and stopping. But now, even when I have some less healthy choices in front of me, I stop eating soon. So it's a lot more difficult to blow through the 2,000 calories, 22 that I probably am my resting amount. And I'm trying still to stay under 1,800 calories in a day. I think on vacation that's been a little harder, but I'm definitely not going absolutely bananas on vacation like I tend to do. And that is really promising. I wanted to see how I did on this first major test, because so far, since starting the shot, and my family has been very supportive and also being very active, so we don't have a lot of big meals or things in the house to pick from. We don't go out to eat anymore, which was a major behavioral change. It had nothing to do with the shot, but just didn't make sense when you have a limited amount of calories to go spend money and inefficiently large portion sizes and just blow away your whole calories for the day. So we avoided eating out. We avoided getting food delivered to the house that we used to do for convenience. And that has really played a big difference. But now, even with vacation lifestyle, where there's a lot more food in the house, I have family and friends with me here, so there's definitely a lot more choices. I fall for them from time to time, but I don't overdo it on anything. And I feel fine. I'm not like super hungry. A lot of times when I've dieted in the past, I've noticed that I was, kind of sacrificing time and trying to avoid the thoughts of eating and staying out of the kitchen or away from restaurants or food stores, because I'd make some really impulsive decisions. And that doesn't seem to be a problem even now, 8 weeks in. So I think the Zepbound is really hopeful for me. And if it's something that you maybe have struggled like I have, trying multiple diets, failing multiple times, that every time I want to get back up on that horse, so to speak, I always think back to the times I've tried and failed in the past. Zepbound has made a big difference. So if you're considering it, or if you're on it, or just getting started, maybe you'll share a similar hope to me that this is really like a lifestyle change. And I'm hoping that this will help me sustain till the end of the year. I think that's really all I'll need to get back into the 220, 225 range is what I'm shooting for. I'll be lifting more as the summer rolls up. Now that vacation's over, or when vacation's over for me, I will definitely start lifting on the weekly basis. Didn't make a whole lot of sense in my mind to do it before vacation because I knew I wouldn't lift the whole time I was here. So that's a routine I want to pick up just to start that side of it. But as long as I can keep eating, keep losing weight steadily, hit my goal around November-ish time frame is what it's looking like. The big next challenge after that will be maintaining if I can reach the goal. I don't believe you stay on Zepbound once you've reached your goal. I'll be talking to my doctor about that, and we'll see if it becomes a really hard challenge to not overeat again, even if I build up these months of healthy habits and portion control. But that's a whiles off. The big victory for me will be after 20-some years of being increasingly heavy, going from I think I met my wife in a medium, which I shouldn't have been wearing, probably was only large, but I went from my normal large t-shirts, I crossed that boundary years ago into the XL, and that should have been a big warning sign to me, like, wait, why am I an XL now? Been large all my adult life, or at least leading up to that when I was in decent shape. And now for the last 5-8 years, I think I've been 2X, somewhere in the XLT, 2X, depending on where you buy the shirts from. My waist size has gone up a lot. My neck size has gotten a lot bigger. So I kind of blew through all those flags and just kept going and gaining and gaining. And then once I crossed the 300-pound mark, I was really like, okay, I have to go to the doctor. We have to talk about what my options are. I'm getting older. I'm 300 pounds. This is really not a good trajectory for me. Starting to feel it in my legs, my knees, my back. So we will see. I'm hoping to actually be successful this year. So just being able to see something other than 250 will be, that's when I think I first started my first weight loss journey, was when I was 250 something. And right now I'm sitting in the 270s after having lost over 25 pounds. So to see 250 again will be great, surprisingly, and then I'll be really happy to be back into 225s, hopefully not in an X anymore, just the L. Have the waist size back down into the low 40s, high 30s maybe. I'm not too sure what to expect, actually. It's been so long. So we'll see what me actually looks like in a few more months. If I can keep this up, I'm very motivated to keep this up, and the Zepbound has been a gigantic help in it not feeling like a willpower battle, which it seems to always be. How long can you outlast your cravings? How long can you maintain your diet compliance? For me, it's been the only diet that actually works. Doesn't matter what diet plan I'm using. You have to do it for a long time, and you have to maintain it. You can fall off a little bit here and there, but you have to get right back on. So I really think Zepbound will be the answer for me. So far, no major side effects, no dietary issues, no gastro issues. Just maintaining fiber and protein, so kind of being a little more careful of my macros, from a low fat percentage, a high protein percentage, and keeping fiber up. And that seems to be doing the trick. So I am feeling a lot better. I don't know if I'm looking a lot better. It has been nice to go back through my summary videos. I think my face has gotten slightly smaller, but not too much as me has changed in those 20 pounds, just a little bit here and there. But I'm hoping the next stretch of things, as I get down into the 250s, I'll start to see sizes come down and a big noticeable difference. And then by the end of the year, when it's hot tub season out in the cold Northeast, I hope to look a lot different. I'll be posting every week. This has been a good way for me to stay motivated. It's something new and something I have to remember each week to update and share my videos and take my pictures, but it keeps it fresh for me, something that changes week to week, even though I don't have a ton of viewers or any subscribers yet. But if you have found your way into this 10-minute video and haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it. I'm doing this more for me, but also to just share instead of a retrospective, and in the moment how it feels, both emotionally and physically. So if you found that helpful, if you've actually watched me for 10 minutes, I hope you found it somewhat interesting at least. And I will try to be posting some long form videos now that I've been in this for longer than a few weeks. And feel free to check out my shorts that are all summaries of just my weigh-ins and my shots the first few times of how it felt. So thanks for staying and listening to me for so long. If you stumbled across this, then I appreciate it, and keep your eyes out for some more content coming in.